All right, here we are, live from the MathShack. Let's flip this thing there. Let's mount it. Get everything ready. And we are here live from the MathShack. This is Knick-Knack, Yack in the MathShack with Bon Crowder from math4.com. We are talking about the books, The Verbal Math Lesson. So there's where they are. Verbal Math Lesson by Michael Levin and Sharon Langton. So one is a medical doctor and one has a master's. I'm like, wow, a medical doctor doing math stuff. Isn't that fun? So, let's see. Can I see who's here? Oh, look. Allie S7. So I keep swiping that thing down so I can turn it around. I forget to swipe it up so I can see people. So, good morning. That's Miss Dave VT. Miss Dave VT. Oh, I wonder if you're in Vermont. That would be fun. So we're talking about the verbal math lessons, and welcome everybody. They sent me these a while back, and they've just been hanging around. And so because we can do this Periscope thing, I thought, well, you know what? I will talk about these. And good morning, Arnaldo. Talk about these and let people, and maybe share them, because they sent me 6 of the darn things and they're just hanging around. So I really want, yay, Vermont, I was right, yes. So I want to share with you a little bit about them, and they have new ones too. So these are the older ones, but I'm giving away the older ones. I mean, math is math, right? Although I think maybe this talks about the Apple IIe. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. All right. Hey, Gems 8. So this one is level 1, verbal math lesson level 1. And it reminds me of this fun joke. So I'll tell you the joke at the end, if I remember. 4 birds were sitting on a branch. 1 more bird came, and then 2 flew away. How many birds are there on the branch? So these are just math things that you can say out loud, and you don't have to there's lessons themselves, word problems, but everything is out loud. And I think that's really neat, especially because it allows parents and teachers to talk about math openly and in a way that's positive. And so especially like, when you're going to bed, these are perfect, just like bedtime math. If you don't know about bedtime math, make sure to head over there to bedtimemath.com. They're awesome. Let's see, what's the next one? Oh, level 2, verbal math lessons level 2. And out of this one, this is cool. One of the lessons reads, this is subtracting double-digit numbers. If the problem was, the question is 57 minus 48. If the problem was 57 minus 47, it would be easy to subtract because the answer is 10. And then it goes on to talk about how we can shift a little bit just based on 47 versus 48. So again, there's word problems, there's regular problems, and, all verbal. And then there's verbal fractions. Oh my goodness, Dracula just joined. Dracula! So, yes, Miss Day, definitely. And Bedtime Math is it's a nonprofit, so feel free to support it. And also they send you emails every day with the next Bedtime Math, and it's really cool, fun, like trivia stuff. And then there's math problems at the end, all for bedtime time. Okay, so verbal fractions. So, there is, my goodness, Day DRC. If you want to share your name, please do, so I can welcome you in a nicer way. Okay, so, verbal fractions. The one I wanted to share on this one is really kind of cool, because they talk about reduction to higher terms. I've never heard of reducing a fraction. I always call it like expanding or making it bigger. So that's what we do when we find common denominators, because we're not reducing the fraction. We're trying to make the denominator, hi, our nutty life, we're trying to make our denominator a bigger so that it matches the other one, right? We're kind of expanding our denominators. But they call this reduction to higher terms. And I'm thinking about that going, can you even justify reduction? Sometimes people on chat can be just looking for a place to be creepy. Oh, gosh, I didn't think about that mistake. Good point. Nobody creepy in here. No creeps. So, and if you're a creep, pretend that you like math and, you know, don't be creepy in here. Okay, so the example is reduce 1/2 to 20ths. So I'm going, you can't call that reducing. However, when you think about what you're doing when you find a common denominator, you're actually reducing the size of the pieces in the whole. So 1/2 is 1 out of 2 pieces of the whole, but if we're going to reduce it to 20ths, we take that 2 pieces and we make all those pieces smaller so that there's 20 wholes. Hey there, Saludos World. Good morning. So we reduced that one from 2 big pieces to 20 little pieces. So we've reduced the piece size as opposed to the numbers in the numerator and the denominator. So I thought that was really interesting. Again, all verbal stuff for verbal fractions. Looks really neat. So here's the link for Periscopers, bit.ly.com/verbal math. I'm looking straight in it, so it's backwards. That is the short link, and here for YouTubers, bit.ly.com/verbal math. That is the short link to get you to the giveaway, because they sent me 6 of these a long time ago, and so I have a bunch, obviously, to share. I'm going to keep a level 1 for Kate, so we could do that, because that's ages 4 to 7, and then I'm going to give away the rest. So, and this is my first giveaway, so if I'm messing it up, just shoot me an email, bon@math4.com, and let me know, hey, you can't do this, you're going to go to jail, so I can go and change it and hopefully not go to jail. Let's see, so you got the link, and we talked about the Verbal Math Lessons books. Hey there, got some more joiners, and we're fixing to end, so you guys can go watch the YouTube version of this here in just a little bit. Oh, look, I got a heart. Oh, by the way, if you tap the screen, like on my nose, like tap right here on my nose. Tap, 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 tap. Go ahead and try it. Tap, tap, tap. If you tap my nose, it gives me little hearts, and that's, I don't know, good for something. I'm not really sure, but, you know, tap. And it doesn't really have to be my nose. You can tap my forehead or poke my eyes. Poke you in the eye! And it works. All right. This is Bon Crowder with math4.com. This is Knick-Knack, Yack in the MathShack coming right at you. And I will see you tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Central Time. I'm just going through all the random knickknacks and stuff that I've collected in the MathShack through all these years. All right. Y'all have a good morning. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you soon. Stop. How do I stop this thing? Stop broadcast.